What's going on, family? Welcome back to the channel. We are here. March Madness is literally a day away. I have broken down over 700 hours of film. I have hundreds of videos on this channel, all breaking down what we love, college basketball. This is the best time of the year. So without further ado, man, like I said, welcome to the program. Welcome to the channel. If you are new here, like I said, I break down basketball films. Drop a sub. We're going to be breaking down the best games, the best performances all throughout March. And without further ado, I'm going to give you my bracket. I am a bracket winner perennially. I always win my bracket. I got the picks for you, and let's get into it, man. We're going to get into our first games. We are starting on the East. Obviously, we have number one Duke, injury riddled, but we're not caring. They're going to take the first seed right here. They're going to take the first win. Then we're going to go Ohio State, TCU. Now, family is an Ohio State fan, but I am not going for it. I'm going for TCU. I believe TCU is going to get it done. They have a better, in my opinion, resume. Ohio State got hot at the end, but TCU is going to get it done. TCU is the better team. TCU has a better strength of schedule, and I'm going to pull it up. We can pull it up right here. Look at this, man. Here we go. Ohio State ain't making it happen against the real teams. Now, the Big Ten, you get a lot of opportunities, so that's why a team like this gets in. I understand they got hot late, have a good score in Thornton, but I'm going for the better overall team. TCU beat TCU beat Florida. Obviously, they're playing literally the top ranked teams right here. Beat Iowa State, was able to beat Texas Tech, lost to Kansas by 5. I'm going TCU. I feel like they're playing good basketball. Both of these teams are playing good basketball, but I'm going TCU. Next, we're going St. John's. St. John's over Northern Iowa. Now, Northern Iowa, great team, likes to play slow. So does St. John's, but I think St. John's will be more physical, more ready. Northern Iowa hasn't played ball in close to 2 weeks. It will be close to 2 weeks since Northern Iowa made the NCAA tournament. You know what I'm saying? Those mid-majors live and play early conference tournaments. In my opinion, I feel like that's a disadvantage. You get out of your rhythm. Northern Iowa won 4 games in 4 days in the Missouri Valley Conference, something that's never happened before. The Missouri Valley Conference is a very good conference. It's where I played my college basketball. So yeah, I just got St. John's. I'm going Kansas. Any thought that Cal Baptist is going to get this done, you're tripping, right? This is a big opportunity for my man Darren Peterson. I hope he can show up. I hope he can show out. I hope he can get this done, get this monkey off his back. Yes, he did a lot of load management, a lot of reasons why we didn't get to see him play that we don't even know of. But this is such a big moment for Darren Peterson. I feel like if Darren Peterson could put on a show for these first 3 rounds, automatic number one pick, it does not matter. Okay, here we go. Moving on to Louisville, South Florida. Now, I really wanted Louisville to be good this year. I'm a fan of the 2-guard Ryan Cowell. Michael Brown, when he's playing for Team USA, under 20, really wowed me. I'm like, okay, this is really good. But Michael Brown has been injury riddled, and this team does not really have another point guard. He's coming in. He didn't play the ACC tournament. Coming into the NCAA tournament banged up. You're playing a South Florida team who is not a slouch. South Florida team who is mature. And one of the things that Michael Brown has struggled against is against mature guards that can really stick him, guards that can be more physical. And so therefore, with a heavy heart, we're going our first upset. I'm going South Florida. South Florida take the victory. Obviously, we don't got to talk about it. Michigan State over North Dakota State. Michigan State is the better team. Michigan State is the better team. Easy money. UCLA, UCF. UCF is good ball club. Had a great start to the season, but we got to go UCLA. Taking UConn over Furman. Easy money. Then we're going Arizona. Come on, Arizona's going to win. Villanova, Utah State. This is Villanova's first time back in the tournament since they had old ball coach. And you know what I'm saying? I don't believe in them. This hasn't been a good program. The Big East has been a suspect conference this year. So I want to pick Utah State. I don't really consider a 9-8 seed that much of an upset, right? Only reason why Utah State's a 9 seed and Villanova's an 8 seed is because Utah State's come from a smaller conference. That's all it is. That's all it is, man. Before we get too far into this video, like I said, man, drop a sub. I'm a professional hooper. I'm giving good game, whether it's how to get better at basketball, whether it's breaking down film, whether it's just my opinions on the basketball world. I'm dropping those, man. So go ahead, like I said, drop a sub, and we're going to keep it going. Now, Wisconsin High Point, shout out High Point, man. My man Rob Martin right here, former teammate of mine when I was playing at Indiana State. He was a freshman. Now he's a senior, led a team to the NCAA tournament. It's tough, though. A lot of these 12-5 seeds, I made a video on this, a lot of these 12-5 seeds historically have been a good, upset where you can find a good upset. In this bracket, in this tournament, I don't believe in that 5-12 anymore. Some of the 5 seeds are super strong 5 seeds, where in past, the 5 seed usually comes in limping, usually comes in, I ain't ready to hoop. You know what I'm saying? They got some problems. Wisconsin's a great 5 seed. We're going to get to the 6-11 seeds later, but Wisconsin's a great 5 seed. Wisconsin advances. Obviously, I'm taking my Hogs. Woo Pig Sooie, Darius Acup is that guy, and I'm taking my Hogs against Hawaii, even though we're playing out west. Arkansas at a 4 seed going out west. Tough. Okay, we got BYU, Texas. I'm going Texas. Now, why am I going Texas? Obviously, BYU, great ball club. AJ DeBansa. How much can you really say about him? The BYU is 19th in the BPI. Texas is 37th. Has Texas really played anybody that good? Let's see. Outside of the SEC, lost to Duke, lost to UConn, lost to Tennessee. Not the best resume. I'm not going to lie, not the best resume, but neither does BYU have a great resume. And obviously we have to pick some upsets, not for any reason other than an upset's going to happen. Like, it's college basketball. The parity in college basketball is very close this year. So an upset is going to happen. And so this is one of the ones I'm going to pick. Another thing that if you've played, any type of Division I, Division II, pro, whatever it is, sometimes getting that rust off. Texas played in the first 4, played a very, tough game, emotional game, but they got the March Madness jitters out, right? All this new stuff, these lights, big arenas, big fans, Texas has been there. They already did that. And so they can come in to BYU and say, hey, we already escaped elimination. We're just coming in ready to hoop, coming in wanting to have fun, coming in wanting to be good. Sean Miller, a resurgence. Obviously, what happened to Arizona, he got fired from that. Went to Xavier with my man Ryan Conwell, had a good season. Now he's a Texas guy. Made the tournament. Now, does he get his first tournament win as a Texas Longhorn? I think so. Gonzaga advances. I am a fan of Gonzaga, but they got Huff. He's still injured. They're talking about he might come back in Sweet 16. We'll get to it later, but Sweet 16 might be a little too late. Now, this Miami-Missouri matchup is interesting. I think it's almost a pick 'em, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Miami hasn't really won too many high-class games, and neither really has Missouri, right? Missouri, they beat Florida, but outside of that, they've been inconsistent. Now, Missouri has been hot recently. Miami is favored. I'm an SEC homer. Miami got a new coach. I don't know, man. I don't know. I want to pick Missouri, but Miami is a good team. And the only reason why I will pick Missouri, to be honest, is I'm more familiar with Missouri. I don't really know much about Miami. And a good factor on this is Missouri, this 7-10 seed, these guys are still close together. This is close. This is not a 4-13. This is not a 5-12. 7-10, you know what I'm saying? The 10 seed's always, once again, a middle-of-the-pack SEC team. That's just how it goes. And Miami at a 7 seed doesn't really scream that great of a ball club either way. Okay, Purdue, shout out Queens, man. I played Division II basketball. Queens is in my conference. They were a Division II team. This is their first year being eligible. So shout out Queens for making that. Got Michigan, obviously. Now, Georgia St. Louis, man. Georgia St. Louis, like I told you, I played at Indiana State. The coach from Indiana State is now at St. Louis. We got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar right here. My former teammate, Robbie Avila, as well. This is, it's amazing. Robbie's senior season, he gets to make the tournament. A-10 Player of the Year. Has already been Missouri Valley Player of the Year. MVC Conference Player of the Year. So, I'm sure Coach Schertz was Coach of the Year. He should have been. So, you know what I'm saying? I am wanting St. Louis to win. But St. Louis has been struggling. They've been struggling, I think, 4-4 in their last 8. They had a great start to the season. And you should have new energy. You're getting the NCAA tournament. This Georgia Bulldogs team plays very similarly in that they want to score points. They want to get shots up. Both these teams want to score points. Now, Georgia gives up a little more points per game, but we also have to consider they're playing overall better teammates. SLU has not really been tested in the non-conference. Beat Santa Clara, which is a tournament team. But outside of that, it's all conference wins. 2 losses to Dayton. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, long story short, I know this is going to be a popular upset, but I might have to zag, and I'm going Georgia, man. Don't kill me. I hope St. Louis wins. I'm putting out a record. I hope St. Louis wins. But if I had to put money on it, I'm taking the Bulldogs. Then we're going to move on to Texas Tech. Obviously, I made a video about this. JT Toppin not going to be there, but Texas Tech is pressure. Akron, you know what I'm saying, 3rd time straight, making the NCAA tournament. I'm not a fan of Miami, Ohio making the tournament, but we're going to get to that later. Got to go Alabama, Hofstra. Now, this throws a real wrench in the ball game because Aiden Holloway probably won't play. I think he might still be in custody, but he got arrested. We all know he got arrested. And to me, this Alabama team, obviously they're coming in at a 4 seed, but they're not impressive to me at all. I just don't feel them. The only problem is they're playing Hofstra, you know what I'm saying? And what is Hofstra really talking about, to be honest? You know, am I really believing in Hofstra? 102 BPI, haven't played a top 25 team, you know what I'm saying? Now, could Hofstra cover this spread right here at 11.5? Potentially. I will give you that. They could cover this spread right here. I mean, it's nasty to take Alabama. It really is nasty to take this Alabama team. It is nasty as hell. But secret to winning your brackets, either way, these first round games are not that much to sweat on because I'm gonna spoil a little bit. We're going Texas Tech anyway. You know what I'm saying? We're going Texas Tech anyway. So we're only losing 10 points right here. And this is another thing of bracket construction. Each round you get more points per win, right? So even if you have a horrible bracket and you end up picking the champion, you could end up being second, third in your bracket, and you had a horrible bracket only because you picked the potential champion. Now, moving on, shout out my home state, the Tennessee Volunteers. Man, do they play a dirty game of basketball. I am not the biggest fan of this. You know, I love Rick Barnes. I love what he's done for Tennessee. We have been consistently, perennially a top-ranked team. Now we do have top-ranked resources, so we should be that. But always put together a top-ranked team. I just don't love the way they perform in March. But I got to pick Tennessee. And I think SMU will beat Miami of Ohio. SMU could actually beat Tennessee, and SMU could make it, right? But I got to give it to Tennessee. I have to, let's do, oh, there's no preview right here because SMU has not made it yet. But man, I got to pick Tennessee. I got to pick Tennessee. I don't want to pick Tennessee. I'm letting you know I don't want to pick Tennessee, but I have to. We're going to go Virginia over Wright State. We're going to go see Kentucky, Santa Clara. Now, once again, another zag situation is where you would pick Kentucky, right? You would pick St. Mary's in this. My fault. You would pick Santa Clara in this to win. But I don't know, man. Kentucky, you should win this basketball game. Kentucky, there's too much on the line for them not to win this basketball game. I think they win the game. I think they have relatively okay health. I think they win the game. Let's see. 6 losses in the last, golly. Sheesh, man. Sheesh. I mean, Kentucky's a shame. Kentucky is a shame. Man. All right, man. We're not doing it. We're going Santa Clara, and then we're going Iowa State. Shout out, once again, Middle Tennessee guys. Shout out Tennessee State. Shout out Nolan Smith for getting it done. Now, moving on to the South region. South region, Florida, obviously. We're going to take Clemson. I know that will be a battle of slow basketball. And actually, Iowa, you know what I'm saying, very good coach. Very good. Ben McCollum is the coach. You got Bennett Sturts, who is with him at Duke, and also with him when he was Division II coach. So Bennett Sturts has been around, 20 points a game. Will be a draft pick this year. Perfect, right? Here we go. Clemson, not very good against top opponents, to be honest. This Louisville team hasn't been that good. North Carolina obviously was without their main man. Here we go. Iowa also a little bit of the same. Haven't really been able to beat anybody, but they've played a long season. Now we have Iowa predicted to win. Iowa is the favorite. But yeah, man, I don't know. I think Iowa will be better coached. I think Iowa will have good, you know what I'm saying, good I think Iowa will have good production. Good, they will be prepared. But nah, I gotta go Clemson right here. Vanderbilt, shout out Vanderbilt, great season, probably the best season in program history in a while. Nebraska and Troy. Now this Nebraska team was big time. This Nebraska team was looking good, but not going. I want to go Troy. I do want to go Troy. We got Victor Valdez. Valdez is coming. Troy, have they gotten to play anybody? Not really. They did beat Akron. I don't know. This Troy team, I want them to win, but I feel like Nebraska has to win. Nebraska should be the favorite. Vanderbilt's going to get together, going to get through either way. Now, let me go Troy. I'm going to go Troy. That's going to be a good game. I'm going to go Troy. Here we go. We got North Carolina beats VCU. I know VCU will be an interesting pick, but no, we're not going VCU. Then I'm going Illinois to beat Penn. St. Mary's, Texas A&M. Once again, another 7-10 game. Both these teams aren't unbelievably impressive, but who we got to go with? Man. But they haven't beat a soul, brother. Golly, they ain't beat nobody, and they haven't played anybody. Oof. Yeah, man. Some of these things are really tough. Quality opponents. Let's go St. Mary's, man. St. Mary's. They usually don't get over the hump, but let's say they do this time, and we're gonna go Houston. All right, now moving in round 32, we're gonna speed this up a little bit. Got to take Duke. Got to take Kansas. Gonna take Michigan State. And people are saying UCLA will get this victory, but I'm going UConn, man. I'm going UConn right here. Going Florida. Florida playing Vanderbilt. Taking on Illinois is going to kill North Carolina. North Carolina just doesn't have it. Doesn't have it anymore. Obviously, with Caleb Wilson, they have Vessler, who's going to get them through the first round. Vessler's going to get it done through the first round, but I don't believe in them long term. We have Houston coming up, Iowa State, Tennessee, Virginia. Now, once again, battle of ass, battle of not the best. You know what I'm saying? Not the best situations. The Ritter right here, Belgian man. Virginia. I think Virginia's been solid. But do I love them? Do I fully believe in them? 3 seeds against 6 seeds, 22 out of 27. BPI. Tennessee. Tennessee can get it done. And to be honest, I know it's disgusting, but I'm going to go Vols. I hope Native Man can show up. Hope Native Man can do it. And I'm going to go Tennessee Vols. Hopefully they make it through. Going Michigan right here. Then we're going Purdue. I'm going Texas. I'm going Texas. Can Texas do it? Now, do I believe in Texas? Is Texas that good of a team? No. But can they do it? Yes. We're going to take Wisconsin right here. I love the Hogs. I love Wu Pig, but I just believe Arkansas has too many holes, to be honest. They have a great player in Darius Acup, but it's a lot of holes around the area. I'm going Arizona. Then after Arizona, obviously Arizona's going to advance. We're going to take Purdue over Texas, have 1 and 2 going into this. What is it, the final Elite Eight? Then we got, I'm going to take Michigan State. I want to take UConn, but I feel like Michigan State, as long as Jeremy Fears doesn't trick off, Michigan State's going to have a good chance. Duke's going to advance. And we're having the Blue Bloods. We're having a dance to the Blue Bloods. I've seen some people say Illinois is going to beat this Houston team. I don't see it at all. We're going Vanderbilt right here. Now we're going to go Iowa State. Michigan, I'm going to take Iowa State over Michigan. I'm going to take Florida over Houston. I'm going to take Houston over Florida. I'm going to take Houston over Florida. Then I'm going to go Arizona over Purdue. Arizona, great ball club. I haven't talked about them enough. I believe Arizona has what it takes this year. Purdue has been good as well. They struggled at a mid part of the season, but now Purdue's running better pick and rolls. They're feeling themselves. I think Big Ten champion, no? So Purdue's playing well. They have the continuity, and that's one thing, once again, I've talked about in prior videos. Continuity is very overlooked, but I feel like they have the continuity to get it done, right? So I'm going to take Arizona. Purdue's going to get to the Elite Eight, which a lot of people, in my opinion, would not have taken them there when they were struggling in the middle of the season, taking losses at home. But Purdue's going to get there. I think Arizona, like I said, they have taken note of all their problems, right? They haven't been that big. They've been a great offensive team. The defense has struggled. I feel like they have shored up that front line, that front court. The big men in there are strong. So barring injury, I think Arizona has it. I think Duke right here will struggle with that. At some point, they're going to struggle without the guards. Okay, they're going to struggle without Caleb Foster. If he does come back, will he be even ready to be in March Madness game form? I don't think so. I don't trust Boozer, either of them, too much. So I'm going to go Michigan State. Obviously, Houston has a great advantage. They get to play this region in Houston, Texas. They will be playing a home game against Illinois. They'll be playing a home game against Florida, and I hope that really is something that can take them to where they need to be. Obviously, we have Florida and Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt just beat Florida. I think Florida will figure it out, but hopefully that's a dogfight. Tires Florida out. I know this Houston team will also be in a dogfight, but hopefully Houston can get through. Obviously, I think Florida's going to be, it all depends on their guard play. Boogie Flan, Xavier Lee, struggling at the beginning of the year. They didn't win games. Obviously, they got comfortable in the SEC, but every team essentially is going to be comfortable in their conference, right? Every team's going to be able to have, the rhythm, the scheduling, the type of players. Coaches recruit players to be good in conference so they can win the conference, make the NCAA tournament. So anyway, long story short, Houston. Now, why do I have Michigan falling? I've been in love with Michigan this whole time. Obviously, they've had injuries. And I love Elliot Cadeau, but I know there's going to be a game where Elliot Cadeau is not making shots, and that is really going to hurt Michigan. The lack of perimeter shooting will really hurt them. And this Iowa State team has the strength, has the beef, has the whatever you want to call it, the muscle to match Michigan's size advantage. And I think that's how Michigan will get through these first couple rounds, by just pure size advantage. This Texas Tech team could really beat them. Okay, without JT Toppin, I know that would be tough, but Texas Tech runs great system over there with Grant McCasland. I think Texas Tech could sneaky get them. Watch out for that. But I got to take Michigan without, because they don't have JT Toppin at Texas Tech. Iowa State's going to get that. So we get to my Final Four. Michigan State, Houston. Obviously, this is a home game for Michigan State. We're playing in Indianapolis, but I want to see Houston do it. I believe Houston can do it. To me, sometimes it feels like a stretch getting them this far, but I'm going to go Houston. Then I'm going to go Arizona. Obviously, like I said, I believe in this Arizona team, and my national champion is the Arizona Wildcats. Like I said, Burries, Koa Pete, they got guys in the front line. I love this matchup right here. I broke down the storylines I want to see in March Madness, and this is one of the storylines. Houston and Arizona, two teams that are perennially great in the regular season. Obviously, two Big 12 teams. You know what I'm saying? We can even preview it right here. Two Big 12 teams, right? I mean, these guys, look at Arizona. They've beaten Houston twice, Iowa State twice. These guys have dominated the year. Houston obviously has had a decent season, but has also come up short as well. And I hope they can get it done. But I really, either way, I believe this Arizona team has shored up all their losses, shored up all the holes in their game where they have not been able to reach the pinnacle. And I think this year is the year they get it done. This is the year that they are no longer regular season merchants. Like I said, I am still scared on this Houston bracket, or this Houston part of the bracket. I really don't believe in any of these teams. If I'm gonna keep it tall with you, I don't believe in Florida. I don't believe in any of these teams. So actually, spoiler alert, we're changing it. Michigan State. Michigan State has what it takes to defeat Houston. I think Michigan State can make it to the final. Now, I don't love it. I would love UConn to get there. I think UConn's a good, underrated team. But this might be Michigan State's year. Like I said, I'm going Arizona. Hands off. Final part of the bracket. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know any games that you think I missed. Who got too far? Who did I bump out early? Do you believe in Tennessee? Things like that. Let me know what you think in the comments, man. I appreciate you for tapping in. And I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow, Friday, every day for the rest of March. I'm breaking down the film. I'm breaking down what happened in these games. So subscribe, tap in with me, and I'm going to catch